Okay, now another episode. Tonight, our top stories will come clear. hmm And as this approaches, my friends, we see things developing sharply. All right, and so, my friends, let's start this. All right, you're watching Political Point Magazine. Where the right is right and the left, well, the left is always on the wrong side of history. Why? Because political minds want to know. So enjoy a conservative point of view. And let's talk pea soup. With tonight's top stories. Well, it appears, my friends, the Al-Qaeda threat is on high alert. Embassies have been closed. Al-Qaeda is on the rise. That's right. And Obamacare disaster. Oh, wait till you hear about this. All right. Now, a former DNC head speaks out on Obamacare. Okay, on iPad. And the GOP is livid because it moves to defund Obamacare. That's right. Okay. And now Democrat scandals keep growing and growing and growing. In fact, there's a new Obama scandal that involves Hillary and her brother. That's how bad it's getting. All right. And on top of that, my friends, have you heard of the race hustlers of America? Well, we are going to talk about that. And also, the economy reports the slowest economic growth in history. Last quarter was very, very slow. And we will talk about that. And also, and a whole lot more, okay, on this Monday, the 5th of August. All right? We will take it to the phones and talk to you, the viewer. All right? On everything that we have in store for you tonight. Welcome to another edition of Political Point Magazine. All right, my friends. Welcome. All right, my friends. Well, it appears now we have had, there have been warnings out there that, Al-Qaeda is still alive. All right. Now, I have said this before. Ever since Obama took office, and his whole foreign policy is a disaster. All right, because we had the whole Benghazi thing. We had several little other attacks around the world, and then Obama's foreign policy. It's just a disaster to me. And the Al-Qaeda threat. Now it persists. The state that prompted the State Department to issue a worldwide travel alert and closed more than 21 embassies and consulates for the weekend is very, very serious. Okay, Peter King touched on this. Congressman Peter King touched on this. And we have a situation here, my friends. Okay, this all started, when they intercepted communications between Ayman al-Zawahiri. Yep, that's right, my friends. Ayman al-Zawahiri. All right, you take a look at this picture here. All right, between Ayman al-Zawahiri and his number 2 guy in Yemen. All right, so Al-Qaeda is still alive and rampant, and it just strikes me as coming off just on the wrong foot here. You know, it's just amazing, because now we were told over and over and over again, that, but these tapes that came out, I'm in al-Zawahiri let out 2 tapes consecutively, okay, of the threat of future attacks. They were plotting. They're plotting future attacks, right? And this came out, my friends. But the State Department is kind of backing off on their claim that the high alert warnings and the embassy closing wasn't of a result of the tapes, the communications tapes. Take a look at this, my friends. Okay, we are on high alert right now, and the Al Qaeda threat is on high. All right, the Al Qaeda threat. We are on high alert now. But listen to the State Department and what they said about this. Okay,
from the Arabian Peninsula. Clearly, AQAP is the most active terrorist organization there and has been the most operationally active affiliate of Al Qaeda core.
Yeah, sure, but see, we have been told over and over and over again from this administration, okay, from ever since the killing of Bin Laden, all right, that okay, so Osama bin Laden's dead. We have ended the terror war, right? Okay, and but this, my friends, okay, there are reliable sources on this that say this is highly credible. Okay, highly credible.
Awful lot of chatter out there. Chatter means conversation among terrorists about the planning that's going on. Very reminiscent of what we saw pre-9/11. This is the most serious threat that I've seen in the last several years.
This threat is credible. I've seen the intelligence information. It comes from high-level operatives in Al Qaeda.
In response,
they are still plotting against us. All right. Obama didn't end the terror war. I mean, we're still fighting terrorism. Okay, we're still fighting Al Qaeda. Okay, just look at what happened in North Africa and Nigeria and in the Middle East. These terror attacks that we're seeing, they're all branches of Al Qaeda. We did not cripple Al Qaeda under Obama. We're still on high alert now. All right, and they're plotting another attack. All right, now this goes to show you that we are still not prepared. We are still not prepared. In fact, you remember on the campaign trail, okay, that Obama, okay, this is what Obama said about on the campaign trail about what the specifics are in fighting Al Qaeda and the ones that attacked us on 9/11. All right, but take a look at this. Take a look at this. This is what Obama said on the campaign trail.
We refocus on the people who actually attacked us on 9/11, and today Al Qaeda's on the run and Osama bin Laden is dead.
Well, that claim, Al Qaeda is on the run, is proven not to be true, it turns out, because now it just strikes me as this is just pathetic. I mean, the way Obama has been fighting terrorism these days, all right, we are on high alert, okay, and it just strikes me that we need to revisit our strategy here. All right, we need to revisit our strategy here, because Obama just is not cutting it. I mean, sure, yeah, Al Qaeda is on the run. Yeah, no, Al Qaeda is on the rise still. All right, just because Osama bin Laden's dead doesn't mean the end of Al Qaeda, because as we just showed, that there was 2 consecutive tapes and communications between Ayman al-Zawahiri, the number 2 guy of Al Qaeda, okay, and oh my goodness, this This is just ridiculous. Okay. Now, with everything coming up here, all right, and it's just that that we cannot trust what the government is doing now, all right, because of all of this, all right. So we are on high alert, my friends, and it's proven that we have not killed or crippled Al Qaeda. Al Qaeda has regrouped since Obama became president. All right, this, my friends, is quite the opposite of what Obama thought or was telling us. He wanted us so to believe the narrative that he was ending the terror war, that he ended the terror war with the killing of Osama bin Laden. All right, and this, my friends, is the tip of the iceberg. It's all a lie. All right, it's all a lie. That's right, all a lie. Al Qaeda is still alive and functioning. All right, alive and functioning. That's right. All right, and this brings me to, it's I know people can. It's hard for people to comprehend this. All right, but all right, but that we will have what we aim for. But now, this brings the question: what is Obama thinking? All right, because our whole foreign policy is a disaster, and everything that this president has done has not made us safe at all. Okay, they're still plotting more terrorist attacks on the U.S. on Americans. All right, so this, my friends, we were safer under Bush. I truly think we were. We were safer under Bush. That's right. Okay, the Patriot Act, the terror surveillance program, all right, and the Department of Homeland Security, all of that under Bush kept us safe, and we forwarded a lot of attacks, a lot of plotted attacks on U.S. soil. We didn't have another attack on U.S. soil since 9/11/2001, and now, my friends, it just strikes me as, Obama just doesn't get it. Obama just doesn't get it. All right, I mean, it's just ridiculous. So I'm going to be moving on now. All right, to another topic. We have problems with Obamacare. All right, and oh my goodness, my friends, you are not gonna believe your eyes. All right, on this. Okay, now I have warned everybody that Obamacare is a disaster. It's a disaster, and for all those left-wing loons that think that Obamacare is working and millions of Americans are gonna get health coverage, health insurance, under Obamacare, it's not true. All right, it's not true. All right, even the unions have attacked Obamacare, are against Obamacare. They say it's killing jobs, it's killing the unions, it's killing the 40-hour work week, and the unions are concerned that they're gonna have to compete with non-union workers, for insurance, So this is killing businesses as we know it in America. All right. So, and I want to show you this. All right. Take a look at this. All right. Take a look at this. All right. This is what Howard Dean wrote this in the Wall Street Journal. Okay. Oh, wait, hold on a second. Okay. Okay, so this. Yep. Anyway, Howard Dean wrote this in the Wall Street Journal. Take a look. Okay. Now, he says, the IPAP, which is the Independent Payment Advisory Board, okay, is essentially a healthcare rationing body by setting doctor reimbursement rates for Medicare and for setting doctor reimbursement rates for Medicare care and determining which procedures and drugs will be
by setting
yeah by that will reimbursements that will and drugs that which will be all right. And I gotta get this tune
for Medicare.
So yeah, I gotta get that. But he says in that statement there that the IPAP is essentially a healthcare rationing body. In other words, we're rationing healthcare, okay? And by setting doctor reimbursement rates for Medicare and Medicaid and determining which procedures that drugs will be covered, determining which and drugs which will be covered, and okay, wait a minute. So, yep, okay, yeah, here it is. Yeah, yep, will be covered by determining which procedures and drugs will be covered, and at what price the IPAP will be able to stop certain treatments its members do not favor by simply setting rates to levels where no doctor or hospital will perform them. Oh my goodness, my friends. Yep. That's right, my friends. Howard Dean spoke out against Obamacare. Can you believe that? The Howard Dean scream machine. Yeah, the former head of the DNC. Yep, that's right. Okay. Now, this, my friends. Okay. So this, my friends, comes on the heels of a tremendous, with Obama admitting defeat on Obamacare by delaying the employer mandate, right? Now, Howard Dean speaks out against IPAP and the whole abomination of Obamacare now, and the GOP now moves to defund Obamacare, okay, which I think is a good idea, okay, because now we have the IRS who is in charge of implementing this disastrous law, okay, and we are now seeing that we do not have the money to fund Obamacare. We have to borrow money from China to fund Obamacare. So we do not have the money. Plus, there's stacks and stacks and stacks of paper pages of Obamacare, regulations that are not understood. Does anybody in their right mind understand Obamacare? Because I sure as hell don't. All right, because this disastrous law, which was shoved down our throats, okay, we were told that, oh, you have to pass the bill in order to find out what's in it. But now, all of that is catching up to these lawmakers, and now, come 2014, okay, we are going to punish these lawmakers. That's right, punish these lawmakers for their idiotic, they're just idiotic, okay, in their antics here. All right, but my friends, it's come to pass that we need to defund Obamacare, and the Republicans actually have a little bit of a plan for that, okay? Because now, as we are seeing the disastrous implementations of Obamacare come into play, we are seeing that this is not the right thing for us. All right. Now, on another note, my friends, okay, we are coming into a political impasse. All right, political impasse here. Now, and I want to show you something very, very important. Okay, now, because there is something that you need to know. All right, now, and on all of this, okay, that are you aware now that are you aware of the race hustlers? All right. Okay, we are moving on here. Okay, because I want to stress this. Okay, now after the Zimmerman verdict, okay, we saw dozens of so-called black leaders like Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson out there courting the race card and saying that this was all about race and he's going to lead marches all over the place. All right, but now there was even the media was playing the race card. All right, and what people don't understand here, okay, people don't understand. All right, now in the White House, now when you have people out there that are just playing the race card and just exploiting race, you have to wonder, what is this all about? Okay, because these people, these extremists, they still claim that America is racist. All right, but yet the one thing that these people have in common, all right, with each other, okay, the media players that are playing the race card, Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson, all of them, you know, despite their color orientation here, now they are all not only playing the race card and trying to make it look like that America is a racist body. All right, they are also making money off their racial propaganda. So, my friends, you have to look at this and often wonder, because last week Nancy Pelosi held a so-called racial awareness meeting, but the key players in the meeting were all liberal extremist activists. All right, there were no conservatives, there were no Republicans in that meeting. All right, and these were all black liberal extremist activists who claim that America is a racist nation, and they have been exploiting that narrative. All right, so nothing was really accomplished in the way of improving things for the black community. All right, mind you, the 71% out of wedlock birth rate amongst the black community, all right, is shameful. All right, nothing is being done about that. Okay, nothing has been said about that. All right, and the mainstream media is not even touching on the point that in a lot of cases where blacks are killed by where black people are killed, it's black people killing black people, not white people killing black people. All right, so this is disgraceful. There you see, Nancy Pelosi. That was the meeting there. All right, that was the meeting there. All right, Nancy Pelosi there, and it just it was ridiculous. All right, when you have these people out here that are just exploiting this nonsense, and nothing is being done. They don't come up with real solutions, and they don't follow the stats. All right, they're just spreading propaganda all over the place. All right, spreading propaganda all over the place. All right, so wait a minute here. Okay, so now, okay, and I want to, okay, and I want to show you that, all right, and I want to show you some of the players here, all right, where some of the clips here of stuff that has been said, all right, stuff that has been said here, all right, and of players in the media and also other players, all right, that try to exploit this nonsense, all right, they try to exploit this nonsense, and all right, because it's just a bunch of nonsense, all right, but anyhow, all right, but mind you, okay, when you have Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton out there, let me remind you of something here, all right, okay, because this is very, very crucial here, all right, let me remind you something, okay, this, and I want you to see this, all right, well, right there, remember Tawana Brawley, okay, and how big a deal Al Sharpton made that, but it turns out Tawana Brawley wasn't raped by a white man at all. It was a lie. And now Tawana Brawley is paying for it. All right. She's paying the restitution on this. All right. So seriously think about this. All right. Where people get their info on racial stats, all right, because Al Sharpton's not the guy that you want to rely on for any of this, all right. So now, all right, but now, moving on now, the Democrat scandals here, all right, the Democrat scandals are. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, let's talk about that. All right, the economy first. All right, first-hand knowledge. Now, the economy showed slow economic growth in the last quarter. All right, now, okay, these are the stats here. All right, now, the unemployment rate is still at 7.4%. Little change. Okay, we created. Supposedly in July, we created 162,000 jobs, okay, which is still a little slow. You have to be creating at least 200, 300,000 jobs for a robust economy, and we are nowhere near that, all right? Mind you, the economy grew at an annual rate of 1.7% last quarter. All right, so it's not anything. And among the major working groups here, the unemployment rates for adult women is 6.5%, and blacks is 12.6%. Okay, now, but it's still very high amongst blacks. Okay, I want to show people this too, okay? Now, Obama's approval rating, okay, and this goes along with the approval rating of Congress as well. According to the Real Clear Politics average, okay, this is a poll here, all right, but Obama's approval rating, okay, is at 45.4%, all right. His disapproval is 48.7%, okay? Congress is a lot worse, okay? Their approval rating is 14.8%, all right? And um, yeah, that's just ridiculous. Okay, we have a Congress that isn't really working, I guess, according to the American people here. All right, but on another note, okay, when asked what the direction of the country was, all right, take a look at this. 29.4% said we are in the right direction, but 61.4% said we are on the wrong track. Okay? So that says something there. All right, that says something there, my friends. Okay, in fact, okay, that says something there. I'm not ready for phone calls yet. Okay, so let's hold off. I'm still not ready for phone calls yet. All right, but you see that, and you gotta take a look at the picture here, because it's kind of what we have been seeing here. All right, now, all right, with the Democrat scandals now that have been coming up here. All right, we know that the Democrats now, and I talked about this exclusively last week. All right, but the Democrats and their scandals now. We even have another scandal that involves Hillary and her brother, that were funneling something with Obama, and it's just ridiculous. But on the Weiner front, okay, we all know that Anthony Weiner cannot stay off the web, okay, but but guess what? They're calling Spitzer and Weiner the tabloid twins. All right. Now take a look at this exchange from Elliot Spitzer. All right, on CNN. All right, and you're not gonna believe this. Take a look at this. All right. Okay. This is absolutely funny.
You're not going to vote for Anthony Weiner. Can you just say that now? You don't think he should be mayor of New York?
Fair point. That is correct.
He should not be mayor of New York.
That is correct.
Okay. Well, my friends, wow. Spitzer. Whoa. Now, isn't that calling the kettle black? All right. Yeah. Take a look, my friends. Weiner. Okay. Right there. Okay. Isn't that calling the kettle black? Wouldn't you say? Now, if Spitzer says Weiner should not be mayor, then I say Spitzer shouldn't be comptroller. That's all there is to it. Okay. Now, and it's not the first time that Spitzer. It's not the first time that Spitzer has refused to vote for someone. All right. Now, I want you to take a look at this. All right. Number 4 on our list here. Okay. Client number 9 here. All right. In 2012, he wrote an op-ed page saying that he was gonna saying several reasons why he was supporting Obama, right? But when it came to voting day, he skipped out. He didn't even vote. So as far as that is concerned, and we have the New York Daily News says Weiner needs to beat it. All right. He needs to just drop out of the race. All right. It's not looking good. Okay. The scandals. Okay, mind you, we are so engulfed in the Democrat scandals these days that they keep on growing and growing and growing. And let me read to you something. Before we get to the phone calls here. Let me read to you. Okay. Now, Benghazi. Now on Benghazi, which we are having hearings on. Okay. still, all right, because we have no answers on Benghazi. Okay, apparently, take a look into this. CNN's Jake Tapper broke new ground the other day broke new ground last week, okay, when by reporting that there were 35 CIA operatives on the ground in Benghazi at the time of the September 11th, 2012 raid. All right, but the question looms. The questions loom. Okay, what were they doing there? Okay, and why was the administration so desperate to cover up their presence that it administered polygraph tests to stop leaking and had agents use aliases? All right, now this is quite damaging to the Obama administration. They covered up the Benghazi attack, and they blamed it on a YouTube film that was not even released when at the time of it was released in July of that year. Okay, but the tape had nothing to do with the Benghazi attack. And now, answers to these questions were ventured by James Horn, a former intelligence operative and the author of the 2011 book Experiencing Islam. Horn spoke on Horn spoke on the Dick Morris show, all right, and in a previous appearance on the Dick Morris show on June 24th, 2013, and in an article in Family Security Matters magazine in June, Horn broke the news, now confirmed by CNN, that the CIA had 30 additional Americans on the ground in Benghazi at the time of the attack. All right. Now, he says that they were involved in a covert and possibly illegal efforts to ship arms from Libya to the Syrian rebels with the aid of Al-Qaeda operatives. All right, Horn says. Okay, Horn says the CIA was involved in the illegal acquisition of weapons from the terrorist Al-Qaeda affiliates in Libya and shipping them to Al-Qaeda Sunni terrorists in Syria via Turkey. All right. If Horn's testimony is to be believed, it would mean that the cover-up of the Benghazi raid, was motivated by much more than a mere desire by Obama to conceal the viability of Al-Qaeda despite the bin Laden killing. Obama may have been trying to stop a full-blown Iran-Contra type scandal from engulfing his administration. Well, guess what, my friends? All right. We have that type of scandal already engulfing the Obama administration, because we have not gotten answers from the Obama administration on this. And it appears that, my friends, that we have been lied to by this administration. Okay, now we have so many scandals popping up here. All right, so now I will head to the calls. All right. Hello, you're on the air. What is on your political mind?
Hey, I do want to say, Pete.
Yeah.
I'd like to say that, the whole thing's been a scandal.
Yeah.
First of all, Bush, went to war. That was over oil, right?
No,
Well,
it wasn't. No, it
anyways,
wasn't. No, it
because
wasn't.
of
No, let me
over
stop
oil,
you there.
we're
Let me
buying
stop you there.
oil
It
off
was.
the
Let me
Middle
stop
East
you
while
there.
we're
Let me stop you
bombing
there. Let me stop you there.
Everything's pretty much
let
a
me,
scandal.
No, let me stop you there. The war in Iraq and Afghanistan was not for oil.
Yeah.
Okay. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. That's the liberal propaganda. We were fighting
Well, you're
terrorism.
saying that they supported Al Qaeda at one point.
No,
Okay.
no.
Let me explain. The government tells the public a different story, while the corporation businesses that make money through the government and hire the government to make money.
No,
If
no.
you go through a military mess kit, you got Duncan Hines, Betty Crocker mix, you have a thing of Tabasco sauce. Any U.S. military soldier will tell you, you get 6 drops. So the corporations are in on all this. We're just sucker ducks that they send out in a field for their own leisurement to do their dirty work. They're the ones fighting bullets. We're the ones being killed or have been killed, cloned. This whole thing is coming down to the plantation development never discontinued since slavery.
Oh, no,
Another
no,
thing
no,
I
no.
do want to say is they keep on this public harassment over like Al Qaeda, like if you're Muslim or not. They do that to hyphen facts. They do that to cause arousal, like they accused Oakland Annie in the 1920s and 30s, which was a rifleette woman. They accused her of being a crackhead in England, which she wasn't. She died of lead poisoning anyways, but it's yellow journalism. What I do want to say is this whole thing has not bottomed out to economical dollars and cents, and we're the ones paying them. And it got so bad, New York State has prostitutes running for election. They have
The
former
call girl,
criminals.
Spitzer's call girl,
Everybody's been
is
criminals.
running against him.
And you can put Obama. Obama kind of gave us peace cure. What's next after all this? At least we
No.
sat down after
Obama
8
did not
years,
give us peace.
And the unemployment rate keeps dropping. There's more alcoholics. There's
No,
more
the
soldiers
unemployment
coming
rate is
back
still
after
up there.
war fatigued. There's more
Okay.
people out of work, and now they want to take their money even further. It's that interactive worker, the people that are making the money off the globe, that are anonymous, keeping this whole thing going, and the government they hire as representatives, and we're the guinea pigs of the world. I don't know where it's going. At least I live in a property that doesn't hold a mortgage. It's paid for. Good luck, everyone.
All right, thank you for your call. All right. Now, my friends, this is just disastrous. We have scandal after scandal after scandal. Even the San Diego mayor, a Democrat, mind you, is in trouble because of sexual harassment, mind you. He told his staffers, his female staffers, to work without wearing underwear. Okay. Now, this is just awful. And this guy needs to step down. Just like Wiener needs to just drop out of the race. All right, Wiener, Spitzer, they all need to drop out of the race. All right, okay, this is just ridiculous. We cannot trust these people. And Hillary wants to run for president. All right, we cannot trust Hillary. All right, hello Benghazi. All right, that was under her watch. All right, that was under her watch. She was involved in the cover-up along with the Obama administration. All right, this is gonna loom over her for decades. All right, well, you're on Political Point. What's on your political mind?
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello. What's on your political mind?
If I'm on,
Yes, you're on the air.
I want to tell you.
Yes.
Okay, yes. Originally, we went to Kuwait at the invitation of Kuwait because Iraq, Saddam Hussein, who George Bush did put out of commission, people forget that, and the Kuwait asked for us to take over and help them because they were trying to take and
Yeah.
invade Kuwait from Iraq with Saddam Hussein.
Yeah.
It wasn't oil.
Yeah, we were
Everyone
helping.
said the same thing about Vietnam.
Yeah.
We have enough oil now that we're shipping oil out of our country.
Well, the other thing I wanted to mention is the war in Iraq and Afghanistan was not for oil because of the fact that we were fighting terrorists over there. And also, the the ones that had the big oil scandal was Saddam Hussein and the UN. You know, the UN Oil for Food program, which was a
Yes.
big scandal. You know.
And their refineries had been invaded and knocked down and sabotaged. They wanted to keep the oil thing comes into there because Kuwait, which was the great shipping capital of oil, was being terrorized, and their outlet of oil was being burned and sabotaged. And people get the idea that we wanted their oil.
No,
We
that's
don't
not.
want their oil.
Yeah, and that's not the case. And it's like, you know, we have now. It's been reported that we have more oil than Saudi Arabia, OPEC, all those oil nations
Yeah,
combined.
if
Now,
Obama will open up the Canadian pipeline.
yeah, Obama needs to open that up.
And he needs to also, all the oil rigs that were out there, when there was a couple of disasters in the Gulf of Mexico, those are not owned, the rigs are not owned by America. So the people who own those rigs have to make money with it. So the rigs were gone. If we could still go back to Louisiana after the hurricane, there's the oil still there in the Gulf, which is being now harvested by Mexico, I understand. Is that right?
Well,
Or Colombia?
no, but we have more oil and energy here at home than all the other countries combined. You know, we just need to tap into it. We need to open up ANWR, you know, and
And I want to ask you a question about when there was the stimulus plan was put in place before George Bush left office. Now might not have my figures right. You are very good at doing your homework.
oh yeah,
But I think there was $700 million, something like that, put out for the stimulus. When George Bush got on the helicopter to take him away back out of office, he said goodbye to Obama. Clearly on the microphone, he said, the other $350 million is yours to spend as you see fit. So Obama saw fit. What about guns being given to the Mexicans?
oh, I know. That's
my
another.
God.
That's another scandal. That's another scandal. You know, under Obama.
Yep.
You know, and it just, you know, we have that.
You're good, Will. You do your homework. You do good.
Oh yes.
That's all.
All right.
Bye.
Thank you for your call.
You're welcome.
All right. But my friends, this is just the tip of the iceberg. What we need to do now is we need to come 2014, we need to punish these people that signed in Obamacare, okay, and punish the Democrats, and we need to abolish the IRS. We need to do all of this, okay? Vote the Republicans in. All right. Hello, you're on the air. What's on your political mind?
Yeah, we can wipe. Will you there?
Yeah, yeah. You just quit talking. What was
We
that?
can Obama all we want. These scams keep continuing.
They're under Obama, my friend.
They get in line. They line up. Medicare, okay? You go to the hospital, whether it's under psychiatric presentation, whether it's over anything, they put you on a pill to begin with. They start you on a treatment pill to gain profit gain. It's corporations,
No,
government,
that's the
global.
liberal propaganda,
And we
my
took
friend.
out Omar Gaddafi, by the way,
That's the
which
liberal
ran the
propaganda,
drug
my
community, and the banks profited from it. Bank
No,
of
no, no,
America,
no.
Golden Isaacs bought all the oil stocks up and raised the price
No.
further to
Do me a
cause the
favor.
prices.
Lower your
All
voice,
these
please.
people are causing retaliation after retaliation, and the human laborers, the ones paying it forward, paying the government salaries for them, and then going without even less and less. What's next?
You need to vote Republican, my friend. All right. Thank you for your call. Wow. Wow. My friends, this is the tip of the iceberg because we are now, we can't trust the people that are running the White House today. We can't trust the Democratic Party now. And the players that you need to pay attention to are in the Republican Party. Okay? We have Rand Paul, Marco Rubio, all right, and Ted Cruz, all right. These are good Republicans in there. And I believe Rand Paul is going to run for president, all right. And I believe that Rand Paul will get the nomination and he will go on to defeat whoever the Democrat challenger is, I believe. All right? Because we need a change in this country, and it's not the change that Obama spoke about. All right? This hope and change thing that he campaigned on, you know, he didn't want to change America. He wanted to transform America. And lo and behold, this is what we see in Obama, that he did transform America. But now we have more of the same rhetoric being sprayed out from this administration. And it's not helping. All right? We have scandal after scandal on top of more scandal. And my friends, it's not looking good for the American people. Okay? So I suggest that we need this moment now to change. Apparently this goes on to what I was thinking of. Okay, the 3 R's. Okay, there's the 3 R's. Okay, reform, relief, and recovery. All right. Now, we've gotten some reforms. Okay, but they're not really doing anything. All right, and there's not really a good recovery for this economy. All right. So you're on the air. What's on your political mind?
Hey, we want to talk reform, relief, recovery, correct?
Yes,
I
the
do
3
want
R's.
to say
The
the
3
reform
R's.
is we stop the war.
No.
The recovery is most people are ill or even killed during war. Most people don't even want to go out their front door after war, and the retaliation of everybody else included starting war, starting violence to begin with. The money's gone. The money's gone. Okay? They should print it up, reset the value economical system of the globe, and come up under law and principles. There's no law and principles here. Elias Spitzer busted, right back out for election. It's been happening since Nixon, okay? Nixon's advisory committee automatically spent a year and a half in jail, came right out into politics again. This is repeated cycle, repeated cycle, repeated cycle. And we're it's either die or live and suffer.
Well, let's
What's
wrap it
going
up.
on
All right.
here?
All right. Wait.
Come up with a logical solution to bring the world back to reality.
All right. Yes. All
Well,
right.
on a same global level that's going to be safe environmentally, where we're not going out our door wondering about if our neighbor's being killed, if my son's off in war being killed, if your daughter's being killed, if we have to live every day, everybody taking on credit debt, not paying it, and then you got the other people joining the other society on war and development and death and destruction. We
Okay,
need
well-
something sane, civilized for this world.
Okay. Well, I gotta
Today.
I gotta cut you short now. All right. It's time for the last words of the night. All right, my friends. All right. And I appreciate it, but my friends. All right. Now, last words of the night. Okay. Now, as you all know, that I am, I have been running an organization called the Jack of All Trades Foundation, and I do. Part of what I do is I teach people how to become entrepreneurs. All right, and the way I start them off is I have them take the entrepreneurial quiz. Okay, and that is only 3 questions to ask and answer about yourself to help you start your own business and prosper. All right, but anyhow, the first question is, what comes easy to you but harder for others? Okay, and the second one is, what would you do nonstop even if you never got paid for it? Okay, and the third one is, how can you be of service to people and still give back to others? Okay, now based on those 3 questions, you can pretty much put something together to that you can make a living on, and start a business with. Okay, but as you guys know, I am also running for the United States Senate, and I'm running on a conservative platform of eliminating the IRS, abolishing the IRS, and replacing it with the the fair tax, and making it possible for everybody to succeed and prosper in this country. All right. But anyhow, I also need your help. All right. I also need your help. The Jack of All Trades Foundation needs your help. Okay. It has been slow out there with the construction on the Commons in my new location. Okay. So if you support the cause of entrepreneurialism, okay, we ask that you send a donation, a cash donation to William Mitro, Jack of All Trades Fund, 635 West State Street, Apartment 5, Ithaca, New York, 14850. And that, my friends, is the last word of the night. Okay? We thank you for watching Political Point magazine, where the right is right and the left is always on the wrong side of history. All right? Follow me on Twitter at WilliamMitro2. And I got to send a shout out to Casablanca Pizzeria. And we are out. Catch you next week. Also, check us out on the web, facebook.com/peakpolitical, myspace.com/politicalpoint. Political Point, email us at politicalpoint@hotmail.com, mccarpet24@hotmail.com, and check out my website on the Elmira City Hall Examiner. And also, Political Point magazine is also on YouTube. You can check out our page there. All right. Thank you for watching Political Point, where the right is right and the left is always on the wrong side of history.